movies, if it like the movies, if it like the movies, are we out in the movie, are we out in the movie? Wake up in the morning, ask, is this real? Never trust the senses, fuck what I feel.
Man, you want to clip a shit up?
Oh, yeah.
Clip up.
You need to think about it. Okay. Gotta get wired. I'm not testifying. I just put the wire on. Alright, you good?
Young Gunner.
I'm in there.
Here.
Yeah.
What's happening? New Highly Offensive, episode 11. We back in this bitch. You know what I mean? Sorry we took a little time off. You know what I mean? Had to enjoy life and shit. See the birth of new life.
Important.
But yeah, now had a little it's been like 3 weeks or so since our last pod. Something like that. It's been some time since it's been away, you know what I mean? But yeah, we had to take a little vacation, you know what I mean? See my newborn nephew, and that motherfucker cute as shit, you know what I mean? Like, look like one of them baby dolls and shit. But go see some old friends, you know what I mean? Or friends rather that have become family to me, you know what I mean, over some time. And yeah, like it was, the only thing that sucked, I think probably was like definitely. But it was just like also fucking people, man. Like people really get on my fucking nerves.
People, like,
you know what I mean? Like, and I know I know it's because I'm like in the service industry and shit, and I'll have to deal with them like on a daily basis, but like I'm burnt out, bro, like of dealing with fucking people and dealing with the bullshit. So like when I was trying to go on vacay, I was trying to get away from the bullshit, you know what I mean? Like to
deal with all that.
Head first into the bullshit, you know what I mean? Like fucking like annoying ass kids. Like
misbehaved ass kids, farting people on planes.
Yo.
You motherfuckers that fart on planes, you're a different type of breed. Or you people that put on the over perfumers, you motherfuckers with the extra cologne on top of the musk. You the worst motherfuckers, because you don't take a shower. You don't take a shower, so now the world gotta suffer and smell your stanky ass plus some fucking Burberry weekend. No one asked you to do that. You can wash your ass, you get the same results. You can save your money on the cologne and the perfume. You know what I'm saying? And just put your badass fucking kids.
That part.
I get kids misbehave at home, but you must have a badass motherfucking kid for them to misbehave in public. Just outright spazzing the fuck out. Like the little baby, I kind of understood, I guess.
Nah, but with them the little boy and the little girl were playing tackle football in front of us,
yeah, that shit was crazy.
Bumping into our luggage and shit. Yo, like I wanted to just like the Puerto Rican in me just wanted to just materialize a belt out of thin air and just hand it to the parent and be like, yo, what the fuck is wrong with you?
Beat that ass.
Beat this little nigga. Like, but
in front of everybody. No,
it was
in jail. You can't. You gotta be careful.
No, you do.
Their parents.
And you know what I realized too, because I remember I was getting so upset. I was to the point where I wanted to knock that parent out. You know what I'm saying? Because like it's one thing when it's a single mother. You know what I mean? Like I get it when it's a single mother
she was
and
single,
you got.
Right. He was milking shit. Yeah.
Like, but when there's a father around, like I expect you to fucking father. That's why you're in the fucking picture, you fucking dipshit. Yeah, like, but I don't know. Maybe because I'm not a father. You know what I mean? Like maybe I'm projecting too much expectations on fucking people. But like typically, like how I remembered, like I couldn't act the ass in public like that because my mom would have whooped the shit out of me, let alone my fucking father. Like I preferred my mom to whoop my ass over my fucking dad.
These days, I'm not gonna deny that, but I'm saying you gotta be careful. You're in public.
No, definitely.
They'll put you in jail. So.
No, but
take to the bathroom. Put that ass in the bathroom. You heard it here, folks.
All right.
They hear screams coming out the bathroom. They think somebody's taking his shit, or a kid's getting his ass whooped, and you're trying to be professional about it. That's all it is.
But also, sometimes you gotta let these little kids know the threat of an ass whooping. Like before you even hit them,
you gotta have those.
You gotta let
shortcut codes, like on computer, Control F, like that, for ass whoopings. You just got like the pluck, like this one with the ping. Bah! This shit like They're like, no, they know the threat is imminent.
It's like my mom used to do. Like wait till we get home. That shit used to hit a little different
shit.
when you was acting a fucking fool at Walmart.
You gotta imagine the ass whooping when you get home. Like, what's coming? You don't even know.
And you already know it's not within your imagination. No, like, you know, like
it's
you,
like a fucking tables, ladders, and chairs match in WWE.
You sitting there like, damn, like which weapon is she gonna get? Like, is it gonna be the chancla, the belt, the switch,
or whatever
the fucking
hit you with,
the broom? Like my mom had an arsenal. Like, she had the unlimited GTA cheat. Like, that shit used to be like, boop, boop, like. Had a whole fucking range. You know what I'm saying?
I knew the parents stopped caring when you started getting hit with shit randomly, and it wasn't in the order that it should be in. So like, you get hit with a belt, but you get hit with the belt buckle because you're just literally just throwing everything they fucking can at you. And you're like, what the fuck? Like, why did I get hit with metal? It's supposed to be leather. What are you doing to me? And they look at themselves and look at you and they look at themselves and they just keep whooping your ass. They don't give a fuck what's going on or what you get hit with. They just hit you with whatever.
But that threat of that ass whooping would sometimes stop me in the middle of my fuckery as a child.
Look, they're giving kids
crystal
meth to calm down. That's what
I don't know how that works because that's the exact opposite.
Adderall is apparently an exact chemical.
Like, yeah, no, I've taken Adderall. Yeah.
I'm just saying, of meth.
It brought me up. It kept me awake and fucking. That's what all that shit did to me. Fucking, but
help you focus.
Oh, I focused.
Focusing on the cheese.
Yo, shout out to my drug dealers over the years, though. Like, I gotta shout y'all niggas out. Y'all really, you know what I'm saying? Like,
we're alive.
Oh, I know, but
we got that cop from fucking Polk County putting us on video.
No, I'm talking about my old drug dealers.
Okay. Not that there are any currently.
Yeah, no, definitely not. You know what I mean? But like, to like the ones that helped me get through the dark times. You know what I'm saying? Like through all the fucked up breakups, through the getting fired from like the job that I loved. You know what I'm saying? Like
they held you down.
They held me down, you know what I mean?
Better than a Hallmark card.
But yeah, fuck PA, fuck the cold. You know what I'm saying? Like that was some bullshit.
Fuck you winter.
Like
fuck you winter coats. Fuck you winter travel.
It didn't feel like vacation.
You winter weather. Fuck you winter heat.
And now I know
fuck all you winter shit.
Maybe I was dumb for thinking that like it was gonna be any different in March in Pennsylvania. But I mean, like I had a sliver of a hope that there was gonna be like some sunlight coming through.
I knew
you know what I mean?
Before I looked at the forecast, and it said, put some respect on my name. It didn't even have a temperature.
Hell no. Nah,
it just had bricks. Brick. And you're like, all right.
Just little emojis to let you know, like, get you a scarf.
And we went out there without jackets.
No.
We almost both came back with jackets. Just mine ripped. So I returned it, but I would have returned with a jacket.
But I mean, I can't blame you because I remember when we went to fucking Burlington, like the whole coat section was cleared out.
Like,
I bought a small, bro. I wear large.
I got
you know what I'm saying?
Choices. I could wear this or this, and I knew I felt like when I flexed, the shit popped, but I couldn't be sure. I just thought it was a tight fit. It said large, but like I did like a Superman thing. It just fuck.
Also, fuck. I was gonna say fuck Frontier, you know what I mean, but I'm not because you know what I mean. Like I told y'all about the whole situation, you know what I mean. But y'all gotta do better, Frontier. Like on some real shit.
Don't tell us that. You know we're gonna be 5-6 hours late because of tourist traffic. Bitch, you are built on tourist traffic. You sold us the seats, nigga. Like you didn't know this shit was gonna be off by a quarter of a day. A quarter of a day? You gotta add shit to do.
Not to mention it's spring break. Like I think that's something that you kind of plan for, like every fucking year.
But it's like we're coming into the tourist area. We're not leaving it. I get if we were trying to leave because we were touring, and that was our day to go out, motherfucker. But if we're coming in, why can't we come in for 6 fucking hours? And then we get there, you niggas gotta be like, oh, we don't have anybody that could drive to pull the little thing over so you can get out the fucking plane. So we're there for another 30 minutes with these badass kids, Fartmaster 3000 behind us and shit. Like, it's not our fault. There's no type of compensation you can give us. Like, the fuck out of here.
And
listen, my life force.
What made me salty
that day
was like
we got home technically the next day we all got home.
They really tried to charge us for some soda and fucking peanuts.
And then had the
like
nerve.
We waited 5 hours.
I want the soda.
You know what I'm saying?
Of course I want the motherfucking soda. If like, you're gonna make me a cocktail in the back, flip it around, you know what I'm saying, come out with all the fancy, fly down the aisle and hand me that shit, I'd probably pay for that. But I ain't paying you for I'm paying you $7, $8 for a can of soda. A single can of soda. Fuck you guys.
That should have been free after fucking 5 hours of waiting and then giving us a meal voucher 5 minutes before we fucking left. So it's like, you know, we're not gonna be able to use these sons of bitches. At least toss a motherfucker something to drink.
Within a day. You basically right now I could use this meal voucher right while I wait for the fucking plane you made me wait for.
And it's not like I didn't even have the money to buy the shit. I had plenty of money to buy plenty of drinks and food, but it's the fucking principle. After making me wait this goddamn fucking long.
These other people, you should pay me for the amount of time that I waited. You didn't let me know in advance. I did all the shit I was supposed to do. I got that time. You literally should pay me for what I pay you per hour is what I'm compensated. You're not paying me back for time. You can't pay me back for time because there's so much shit I could have did that day that I literally can't do that day now because of you. I could have had a job I had to go to. You guys could have had important shit to go to. We could have had important things we had to do. We could have asked out with no transportation. Dude, there's no compensation you can give me. Not for no fucking $60 meal voucher. I don't want your shitty ass airport food. We know that shit is trash. We paid more for it knowing it's trash, and we still eat it out of desperation because there's no other fucking place to go. So we don't want your $60 worth of garbage. Fuck, we want that for.
Waiting on that McDonald's line at that fucking airport was fucking hell, yo.
McDonald's. You got sick too, right? I did. Yep. My dude was singing. Something was wrong in there.
Maybe that's why I had that weird dream then.
Maybe because you were fucking food poisoning.
Off that fucking
it's like
airport McDonald's.
Mushrooms, but at McDonald's. Like we had fucking hallucinogens. You hallucinate, I shit my brains out, she shits her brains out. That's how it happens.
But,
fucking airport food. You want $60 of that shit? Okay. And that bitch at McDonald's had attitude. This bitch at McDonald's, yo. I thought she was like Kayla's fucking, I don't know, like, you know, they have the story and it's like the protagonist and the antagonist. It was like her antagonist and shit. We got to the line and the bitch is giving no type of guest service at all. Just like, yeah, nah, right. Nah. Like every time he says something, nah, cool, no problem, right, cool, no problem, Sprite, we don't have it. You want this? We don't have it. Like, what the fuck? Like,
that's what had me tight.
Bitch like, yo, you want a Coke? I'm like, yeah, sure. It's like, you don't have Coke. I was like, then why would you offer it to me? I literally said this to this bitch. Like, if you don't have something, why the fuck would you tell me? You know what I'm saying? Would you like this?
You want some pussy? Sure. I ain't got it.
I ain't got it. So you gotta pick something else. So what else do you got, bitch? Since you ain't got it, you told me you advertising shit, and then you tell me you don't have it. You want a Big Mac? Yeah. Sorry, we don't have no fucking Big Macs. Like, all right, bitch. Like, why?
No, it's like, well, I ordered like a 4-piece, and I was like, yo, can I get some ranch sauce? Oh, we ain't got that. I was like, can I get some barbecue sauce? They're like, do we got barbecue sauce? Like, she asked like the lady in the back. Nah, we ain't got. Bitch, what do y'all got then? Like, no sauce. Sorry, you know what?
Good food. And common decency. We don't have any of that shit. And now we don't have sauce.
But I feel like you should kind of, I don't know, almost expect like the worst kind of service at McDonald's.
I just expect like, the food to still be good. Give me bad service and good food. I don't give a fuck. I'm not that sensitive. Fuck you too. Put sauce in there, you at the straw. Alright, fuck yourself. And I go home. I'm fine. I don't care. You can be angry all you want. It's not gonna fuck with my flow. You fuck my food up, I'm gonna be mad. The whole purpose, the whole reason why I come here and deal with this stupid shit is I don't want to go home and cook. That's generally how it is. Or I don't want to prepare enough.
Or I don't have time to.
Whatever. It's at a convenience, but I'm paying you at a convenience to have good quality food. All the other shit I don't give a fuck about. Yeah, I don't really care. I don't care. Like if the food's quality, even if I have to wait longer, I don't even give a fuck. Like who cares? I'm not that sensitive. I don't. It'll annoy me, but I'm not gonna. It's not gonna end my fucking day because I'm not gonna care. I'm gonna move on. You're not worth my time. I paid you for convenience. That's what I should get. I paid for good food. I should get good food. I shouldn't expect shitty food because you're shitty. I just won't go there anymore.
I just hate when when I'm at work and I can't provide those things because of the circumstance. You know what I mean? Like, fucking, whether it's being understaffed or because fucking we're
humans are human. You know what I'm saying?
You know what I mean? Like
that's normal, but you don't have to be a dick about it. You know what I'm saying? People don't have to be assholes. Being an asshole is a choice. You choose to be an asshole.
Is that her name? Annie?
Yeah, Annie, you dirty bitch. What fucking...
You remember her name?
Annie from...
Hell yeah, I did.
Annie from BW was BWI? Annie from BWI, yeah. Gate Deep 4, your dirty ass McDonald's hoe. You like 75 years old, 20 years on the
Just gonna put this bitch on blast, huh?
BWI, Annie, you a dirty hoe. Hope everybody fucking know when they go there, it's the bitch with the pants and the clips on, like she's special.
Yo, Young Gunner, it is.
What's wrong with that bitch?
This nigga snitching.
Go order a fucking double with some fries.
Wire. Yo, somebody take off this wire.
Tell this bitch Eddie, you know what I'm saying? Tell this bitch Eddie to fucking put a smile on her fucking face. That's what she needs to do. It's terrible, Eddie. I don't even know how you do that kind of stuff to people. You know what I'm saying? Like, why? The fuck is wrong with you? I just want to fry, bitch. I asked for the attitude.
Yo,
they had no drinks. They had old ass iced tea.
Yo, somebody play Come and Testify.
Manager in the back talking about, you got another fry, there's lines outside. The line bigger than my fucking gate line in my goddamn airplane.
Her register. She just
literally, see, I'm counting down. I need to go feed dogs. Like, alright, bitch, like, goddamn. So you got dogs that wait for you?
Her dad was dying, I think.
So I'll
are you laughing about her dad dying?
I'll take over for you. So her dad died.
Are you on sicko mode right now? Okay.
She didn't have nobody to watch dogs. So in that regard, BWIN, I feel bad for you and your dad. And you have my respect and my sincerest, deepest.
Kayla's laugh just overrides all the sweet shit you're saying.
You know what I'm saying? That's fucked up that happened to your dad. But fuck you for giving me bad service, you dirty bitch. I remember you. I didn't forget you. You got them Harry Potter glasses on, that tight ass belt, that fupa sitting in the front. That shit was sitting on the counter while you were ringing us up. I remember that shit. She's a dirty bitch. And we had old food. The food was old. At BWY, watch your stomach and your wallets. They gonna steal your fucking time. The checkout line was pretty smooth, I'll give you that. But they gonna steal your time, possibly pat you down, because I saw a white man getting patted down on the way in. And they definitely gonna give you fucking food poisoning at that McDonald's. So just stick to your gut. Go to Annie Ann's. They got a nice little Oriental family out there, you know what I'm saying, taking care of business. They had the lemonade on deck. Grandma was fucking rolling pretzels in the back. Everybody was happy. No line. No fucking attitude. Fuck you, Annie, from BWY.
So you're saying that McDonald's would be better if it was run by Asians?
If that bitch was not there, if you had one of them niggas from around the corner over there put some smile from that lemonade on that shit would be great. But everything was old and nasty, just like their motherfucking attitude of that dirty bitch in at BWI. And that's what I gotta say about that.
All right. What's next on the agenda?
Oh man. Speaking of monsters we didn't see coming out anywhere. Drone spots possible Megalodon sighting. Megalodon, even the sea turtle pulled up like, what nigga? Yes, Megalodon. Big motherfucking shark niggas.
Would you want to pull up the video and watch it?
Oh, I mean, we could.
That way you can catch up. I mean, I know that the audience ain't gonna be able to see it, but that way you kind of see like the.
I've seen these big motherfuckers. I know they're massive. They're bigger than
No, but did you see that video though of the whale? Like it was like a blue whale, and then you see the shadow of like the fucking whatever it is next to it. Like blue whales are fucking huge.
Yeah, they're big. I mean, that's a big motherfucker.
Yeah, you see how huge that blue whale is, and like look at that fucking thing right there.
That's a big motherfucker. But it doesn't make sense though, because if I'm a Megalodon and I see a big ass whale looking like, a porterhouse and shit, I'm gonna fuck that whale up.
No,
makes sense. He let him slide. Maybe he ate already or some shit.
Yeah, he could already ate.
Sliding by like, I'm gonna get you next week, bitch. I told you bring my bluefish, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know if that was the case. That might have been what happened.
For example, like, so you remember the King Kong shit? How, like, in King Kong, they had this, Skull Island, where they had, like, all these weird shit there, and fucking, even, like, in the Godzilla movie, like, fucking, the earthquakes broke the tectonic plates, which caused shit that was, like, underneath in the, like, the Earth's crust. Yeah, so you had all these, like, behemoths coming out and shit.
Got discounts out here.
What if that's what's happening now? Where, like, for example, like, because of, like, climate change, because of, like, for example, like, the Euphrates River drying out, fucking all these places where, like, water is just fucking straight up drying out. Like, now, like, certain things are coming out from certain depths, like
possible. That
fucking
happens over time throughout history. Like areas dry up, rivers flow differently, the crust of the mantle move. Like that happens.
Like I don't know if you've seen it. I don't think I sent it in on the messenger group, but China on their state TV admitted that they found an island that has dinosaurs on it. Like that's the kind of times that we're living in. You know what I'm saying?
It's 2023.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I know that sounds bro. I know it sounds batshit crazy.
No, but I mean, like, I don't trust the Chinese niggas at all. They be lying.
Well, I wouldn't trust them if it wasn't for the fact that, like, Japan also said that they found 7,000 new islands. How do you find 7,000 new islands?
A volcano.
But Japan's a small ass island as is. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Like, and 7,000. I mean, like,
I'd have to see proof of this shit. You know what I'm saying? I don't know about the 7,000 new islands. All I know is that these Chinese motherfuckers, government motherfuckers, be lying. They be lying. I know shit about the Chinese government, the Chinese government that they do to their own people. So it's like, it's very hard for me to trust you when your own people can't go on Facebook and see outside. When they had to make a Minecraft library so that people that were behind the Chinese internet could get information because there's so much disinformation. Like it's not, they're set up like there's a fucking gate around China and you go there, you can't look up certain information. You can't get it. So when you're giving it to me willingly, I don't trust it.
Well, it was them to their own people. Somebody.
That's what I'm saying. I don't trust you're literally imprisoning these people with information saying you can't get to this, you can't see this. There's a firewall for this. We will jail you for looking up certain terms. Your kids have TikTok limits. All of this shit. Taiwan is not a real fucking country. All of this crazy shit. And then you're gonna be like, oh yeah, we found some fucking dinosaurs. And I'm gonna believe you, nigga? Like, no, nah. Fuck out of here. It's like when people teaching fucking African American history. Like, you don't think that somebody's gonna be like, Thomas Jefferson was, he's alright, he's cool. That nigga was a slave owner. He was fucking slaves, having kids. Everybody's like, oh, Thomas Jefferson. I'm like, no. Like, now it doesn't change things.
I don't know, man. Like, I get I get why you're skeptical, right? It sounds far fucking fetched. I get it.
Shit for free.
But I've seen enough crazy shit over the last year to make me think that this could be possible. Like I've seen.
I'm not saying it's not possible.
I've seen literal fucking videos of dragons in China and Japan, like flying, blowing fucking fire. And I'm not talking about like it wasn't no Game of Thrones shit. Like it looked like legitimately phone recorded videos of people going outside and going, what the fuck is this? And then somehow it ends up, you know what I mean, on the internet. You know what I mean? Like, now I know it's fucking crazy.
I just don't believe it until it happens.
I get that.
Independence Day came out, I was so young that I thought that we were literally getting taken over by aliens. They had like a promo and everything. And they made it seem as if like they had holograms like above buildings, making it look like they were fucking spaceships. And I legit thought we were all gonna die. And I'm like, you couldn't tell me any different. Like, the fucking video I thought was real. They're trying to fucking kill us. Like, that's what I thought.
Like,
but it was legit. Like, I never saw no aliens.
The other day, right, the Mexican president posted a picture on Instagram of an elf saying, this is a such and such. I forget what he called it, the term for it. But, like, the Mexican president is posting pictures of supernatural creatures on his Instagram saying they're fucking real. Now, I know these things are not connected, right? The Megalodon being spotted by a drone, China saying, yo, we got dinosaurs, fucking Mexico saying, yo, we got these fucking supernatural duendes and shit, right? But, yeah, well, they got these things called duendes, like, but, yo, it's some weird fucking shit. You know what I'm saying? Then we got the fucking Pentagon, which we'll post out about later on, saying, yo, there's a fucking mothership coming. Like, there's just so much supernatural shit going on that it's just like, it's not supposed to happen this fast. Like before, right? It was like drips of supernatural. So we're always skeptical because it'd be like, you know, you see like a video of like a supposed mermaid, right? Like in Africa or some shit. You're like, eh. Then like 3 years later, a fucking video pops up of like some weird werewolf looking thing in India or some shit. You know what I mean? Like then another couple years later, you know what I mean? Like now it's just like back to back to back. Like almost like these things want to be seen. You know what I mean?
It seems as if COVID, if that were all to be the case, it seems as if COVID was the precursor to get us used to listening to information from the government and complying. It almost seems like a preface of behavior. It's like teaching a kid, like, go in the corner when this happens. When daddy says, like, you know, go to sleep, you go to sleep. Like, that's what it seems like, it's that. And then after, they're like, hey, they trust us, so we'll just flood them with the information we have. It's very well possible that they knew about or had an idea that these things could be a threat and that COVID was could have been a whole scheme. Like, hey, it's not going to really kill anybody. You know what I'm saying? Don't worry about it. We'll get them all to comply, see who complies, who doesn't. See how, you know, in case we do have this contagion come. Because if an alien comes, the one thing that people don't talk about is that they can have viruses that kill everybody. You know, they had that rule in, like, Star Trek where you couldn't, you know, interfere. We still have that rule. We go to other planets. We're not supposed to bring back anything while making sure we don't contaminate them or us. So
it's like you remember that movie with Tom Cruise where it was like War of the Worlds or some shit where like the aliens came but then they died because of the disease and the oxygen and shit.
They had to,
and it seemed
kill the planet to live there or some shit like that.
It seemed like some bullshit because, like, for example, right, if the aliens were to come, I think that they would be so much more technologically advanced that they would be giving us the viruses, not us to them, or they'd have some countermeasures for whatever the fuck they would encounter here. You know what I mean? That it almost seems like it would be like if aliens come, bro, we don't fucking really stand a chance, probably. You know what I mean? And short of like God and some supernatural intervention, maybe some superpowers or some shit, I don't see how we beat the aliens in any fucking like hypothetical. Like, you know what I mean?
What scenario
my fault.
do you think would be worse than an alien invasion? I think what could be worse than an alien invasion is if they come here and they bond with us. Like, we're still here, but they're here within us.
Oh, I'm sure that's the plan.
Some shit like where they just...
That's what... Well, I don't know about that, but...
Like, with superpowers and shit, punch each other like invincible.
Like, the whole New World Order plan and ideology is to get us to serve them. You know what I'm saying? Like, they would be like the gods, essentially, and... You know,
we're already all working, serving them. So
I mean, you know. in some ways, yeah. But you know what I mean, like no. And for example, right? I even had this intrusive thought the other day, right? So remember how I told off camera, I told you that the day we got back from vacay, I ended up having this weird hallucination dream that I saw like an alien spaceship or whatever. Fucking one thing that bothered me, right, is that we cover this a lot on the podcast, you know, aliens and shit, right? What if they implanted in me the idea to even do podcasting?
Maybe.
Like, and I just never knew. Because, like, for example, right, like, if you look at, like...
or it could be Joe Rogan, or it could be Joe Budden. You want to do podcasts?
No, I know. But there could be so many different reasons, right? But for example, right, like I was back in the days when I was into like aliens before I got into my, you know, Christian stuff. I was really big into aliens, right? So like I was reading like, you know, books about abductions to try to like, you know, get enough information to understand if it was possible, like or if it was plausible. Because I really wanted to disbelieve, right?
We've done it before. We've abducted people from different countries and tested them and did experiments. That's why that whole idea is not...
It's not far-fetched.
It's not far-fetched.
But like, when you read into the details... Well, no, but like, why are you putting probes in people's butts? You know what I'm saying? Like,
they're looking for different planets and shit. You don't know. They might be like the same
there's just
in the fucking galaxy.
Some weird shit there, right? But like, when you read into like a lot of people's like their recounts of the events, the aliens would tell these people like, yo, like, you're special. We need you at this specific time when, like, we're preparing you for a specific moment in time when some things happen and you're gonna have this kind of like, how do I put it? This gift, this ability, so that when that moment comes, you use it for our benefit type shit.
What if it was that we were like the galactic tourist site and these niggas just got like a tour and they had to go back home? That's why they always dip when we go see them. Like literally, like they sell tickets to Earth. Like Earth. You can come here for a little bit, look around, fly around, and you gotta get the fuck out of here. Like what if it's like one of those things? Cause it just,
I mean, it's
just,
plausible.
It's weird that we would have these things that are able to perform these feats. And they're not doing more, you feel me? Because if it were me, I'd be fucking checking everything out. I was all in everything.
But the theory is that they have done more. The theory is that the aliens have always been here, right? And right now they're just raising our conscious awareness of them, like showing us like
galactic foot in the sky.
Most likely, right? The aliens are the government. The aliens are the celebrities. The aliens are the very people that we worship every fucking day and who we enslaved ourselves to. Like,
call them stars. It's kind of weird.
There's like, and the thing is, like,
you're like a big star, you're a superstar.
Why are these people so influential? How did they get to be like fucking where they are? You know what I'm saying? Like if you think about it, like,
I think it has a deeper meaning than what we would put to it. So stars are what everybody looks at in the sky. Like it draws our attention. All our attention's drawn to this thing because it glows so bright, and you're just like, you can't help but look away or look at it. You have to stare at it. You have to see it, take it all in. So like all of us are focused on them. We're not focused on getting robbed by our taxes or not being able to live or food or anything like that. We're just like, man, you see those fucking kicks that Kanye had on at that awards show? Like, that's what we're all like, we're all stargazing.
And the thing is, right, this is what these niggas did in the Bible times. Like if you look at the Bible, right, like Genesis 6, where it talks about the Nephilims and whatnot, it said that the angels came down, had sex with women, made these babies, right, and that these babies that they made with the women were like men of renown. Like these people were like the gods at the time that were revered, the giants, the Hercules, people that were seen as demigods and whatnot, right? Like, how if they've been doing that even back then, right? Like, how would it be that far-fetched to not think that they would puppeteer everything now? Put certain people in government to like for example, right? Why are so many presidents related? Like, why is Obama related to Bush? Why is Bush related to Kerry? Why is fucking the Clinton? I mean, they're like, some kid like literally traced the genealogy of the presidents, and it was like 40 out of 44 at the time were related. Like,
it's not common to see people do that shit.
Well,
people do that. They do that all the time.
There's that, but then if you look at like the royal bloodline, like they commit a lot of incest to keep the blood pure for a specific reason, because they want to keep certain genes. Like, for example, that's why they wasn't fucking with this Meghan Markle bitch. You know what I'm saying? It was like, you bringing in an outsider. But like, these motherfuckers are very, you know, blood's important to them. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I'm just saying, like, it's just fucking weird that the people in power have as much influence as they do. That, for example, like the musicians get on fucking TV and start, like Sam Smith. Like, you don't think somebody put Sam Smith in the position to be out there blatantly worshiping Satan for a specific fucking reason? You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like the stars were aligned for this motherfucker to just, you know, I'm just saying, like, it's like this shit is puppeteered. You know what I mean? Like, and it's like it's like they've been raising our awareness to these things so that when this moment came in time, then they could just fully step out into it and be like, yep, this is, you know what I mean, like what it is. And I think that this whole like mothership and all these UFO shits is the distraction, like the we need y'all to be afraid to like get y'all to comply to you know when. But anyways, those are my fucking random stoner thoughts. Fucking
earth-shattering things. So speaking of earth-shattering things, Ice Spice influences Northwest. Northwest dresses Ice Spice.
So what do you think as a parent? I mean, if you saw your daughter dressing up as Ice Spice and showing.
I mean, I think kids should be allowed to be artistically free as long as they're not being disrespectful or acting out of their age. I think they're good.
But all right, so mind you, to put it into context, Ice Spice is a female rapper who only raps about how good of a fuck she is and how many niggas she bags, and
it all depends.
And literally, it's in her song.
So my thing is like, okay, we can go down this rabbit hole. So, many of the things that we use in our daily life are influenced by people that did not do good things. So it's very easy to respect the artist or respect the art and not appreciate the artist. So I can appreciate or respect my kid doing the artistic thing to dress up as somebody that influences them or they like whatever. And at the same time not like the art that they're doing, but like the art that they influence my kid. They're like, feel free to dress up as they want and be as they want. I wouldn't want them to conduct themselves as that individual, and that's what was asked of me as a kid. Like, I was allowed to listen to whatever the fuck I wanted to, as long as I didn't go around the house, saying, singing Purple Pills and shit like that.
No, but literally, Northwest is dressing up as Ice Spice and fucking, like, so for example, right? Ice Spice has this thing where she kind of like poses, like showing her back, like showing her ass. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like Northwest was doing that. You know what I'm saying? Like,
there's a difference in the two. Like,
there is
as one thing is. So, for instance, if I dressed up as Tanjiro or my kid did, I'm not gonna be like, you're out here slaying demons. Or if one of them dressed up as Nezuko, my daughter dressed up as Nezuko, I wouldn't think that she's like trying to be a voluptuous Japanese anime character just simply because you're dressed up. Now, the behavior is the behavior. That's a whole different. It's a different. So the dressing up, the dressing up wouldn't bother me. The behavior would bother me. The behavior would bother me because you shouldn't be behaving that way because you're supposed to be conducting yourself a certain way.
But wouldn't it be hard to not behave that way if you're dressed up as the person and influenced by the person?
It's just a bad argument because it's a correlation is not causation. Just because you dressed up as this doesn't mean that you could act like this. You acted like this because you think you can get away with it, or you acted like this because you think it's okay. You could dress as ever the fuck you want. You know what I'm saying? My kid could dress up as a big ass icicle. It's fine. Like, it doesn't. The dressing up part is just them expressing their freedom and creativity. The acting out part is them expressing how they feel like is okay.
Yeah, and again, this way, but I'm not like the most reliable opinion on this because I'm not a father. You know what I'm saying? So I'm completely removed from that aspect of it, right? What I do know is that Kanye has stated on several times he does not want his daughter to be sexually objectified at an early age.
But my thing is, and like, he has the most money in the world. If there was somebody that could do something about it from a legal standpoint, he literally could. He could literally hire someone or get it in like a court document where he has his daughter being observed 24/7, or have a specific guardian or nanny that has that. And then if they violate,
I don't think you can do that when you're dealing with the Kardashians. I don't think that's possible.
But you can though. There are parenting court laws that have nothing to do with the celebrity. Literally, he can influence them. He is a billionaire. If the average Joe Schmo, okay, Joe working at the fucking car wash can't hire a goddamn lawyer to get his baby mama to stop having the kids act ratchet. Definitely not. But Kanye though,
I mean,
this nigga literally bought a house next to these niggas just to be next to them.
How do we know?
He can't do it.
How do we know Kanye ain't dead?
Nah.
They could have been replaced Kanye with a different Kanye.
Nah.
You know what I mean? Like, I don't fucking know that.
Kim Kardashian can be a fucking robot. I don't have no proof of these things, but I'm just saying from a parent's side.
I'm just saying, Kanye West said these things, right? And when Kanye West was in the picture, Northwest was not on TikTok twerking the Ice Spice. Kanye's out the picture, and now Kim Kardashian got her daughter
But that's
dressed up as fucking the biggest fucking musical thought right now. And I'm sorry to call it like it is, but I'm just saying, like, I'm not a parent, but this is what Kanye said. Kanye from his own mouth said, yo, I don't want my daughter on TikTok doing these things.
Yeah.
Kanye's gone, completely out the picture, and now look, how many TikToks later? And it's like, it would be different if the TikToks were like her being wholesome, doing some kid shit, drawing, playing outside, or whatever the fuck. But when she's literally dressed up as the #1 e-thought on TikTok,
but dressing up
and dancing to her shit, back turned fucking.
A certain way. It doesn't equal the same thing.
All right, I'm just saying,
you can dress up as a go-go boy and be online and not be any type of gay. You're just fucking around. It happens. People dress up as shit. It's not.
But do you understand how many people misuse TikTok for different things that they're not supposed to?
But these are the richest people in the world that have access to everything.
I know, and this is and again,
world, the shit that gets thrown in your face. You get
all right, let's backtrack. Right? Do you not remember when the Balenciaga child trafficking thing came out, and Kim Kardashian said, "Oh, am I supposed to stop working with them because they're?"
But he worked with them too. Kanye worked with them as well. So
okay,
like
but literally, child fucking trafficking did not deter Kim K from fucking continuing to work with him.
And
as a mother of kids,
never stopped Kanye from buying chains and expensive shit. He literally said that we're our own slaves, and then continues to spend countless dollars on high fashion shit, influencing multiple other people to buy high fashion shit. He's a hypocrite. I love Kanye. That's my dog.
I'm not going to defend that he's not a hypocrite.
He's a hypocrite.
He said, "Don't marry a white girl," and then he married Kim K.
I don't want my daughter
the biggest gold digger.
You know
what I'm saying? Like
putting other people's daughters on videos doing like literally the same thing. The same thing. You were mad that your daughter did this, but you literally did this to other people's daughters.
Well, yeah.
Literally,
isn't that like part of being a man?
No,
like I don't.
Nigga, like no.
Yes, I would not want my daughter to be like the women that I fuck.
Alright, you did that to other people though. You don't get to decide your karma now. You had a kid with the biggest thought in the fucking world, and you expect her to not have somebody dress up like a thought, act like a thought on a video, and you're mad now? You're rich. Do something about it. His Instagram treats didn't help him at all. He ended up losing all that fucking money. None of that. He could have went through all of those legal avenues with a goddamn lawyer. He has the ability and capability of doing it. I feel bad for somebody else in this scenario, but no. How did she get the money to buy the Ice Spice shit? She don't have no job. This is a child.
I don't know, man. I feel bad for Northwest because I could see her getting some BBLs before she's even 18. Like lip fillers. She's gonna be.
This is a child.
This is Kim Kardashian's daughter.
This is a child. She's a child. I don't really know.
Is she though? If she's on TikTok doing this kind of shit,
she's still a child.
Like,
yes, she's still a child.
Yes, she's still a child, but she's not acting like a fucking child.
And that's her fucking parents' fault. Her parents' fault. You know why we never would do no shit like this? Is because we didn't even have the ability to go buy a goddamn outfit nor twerk because we didn't have a fucking phone to twerk for. There was no twerking to be done. You had to twerk in person. You had a live call for the twerk. You couldn't go to the twerk via fucking Instagram or live. Like, it was no Instagram or live. Oh, the problem is, yeah, there's access. Obviously, she's being influenced. Obviously, who's influencing her is this person. She has access to this person, and she behaves this way because of her parents. I can't blame the kid. If she was walking around with machine guns.
No, I definitely don't blame the kid. The kid is the
you from Joe. She dressed up as a bunch of other motherfucking people too. I'll throw this out there. It wasn't just Ice Spice.
You know, I know, but she did like 6 different videos with Ice Spice.
She did because she's the hottest person out there right now. She's rich. She's a rich kid going to rich kid schools doing rich kid shit. Is it unexpected? No. Now, if Northwest had a fucking sex tape or some shit, I'd be like, alright, whoa, what the fuck are we doing here?
But if is that not the direction?
Huh?
Is that not the direction when this is what's going on? And it's fucked up to say, but like for example, like
it's very different than a normal kid. She's not growing up in normal circumstances. She probably had her nanny buy that shit.
Let's skip a couple topics, right? At the very end, one of the last topics was about Justin Bieber and what happened to him when at 15 he got introduced to the industry, and how like people like Katy Perry were groping him and molesting him on fucking TV at a award show, women kissing up on his fucking neck, grabbing his ass. Fuck no, he was very clearly uncomfortable with it. Like Ellen asking him questions about his sex life. Like, these are things that, because of his introduction at an early age, he like people took advantage of him. Well, you know what I'm saying? And like, look
R. Kelly. No one said anything about R. Kelly. Same thing happened with all the R&B artists that were like coming out of a bunch of the Disney kids.
I can't feel bad for R. Kelly, but I can feel bad for Justin Bieber.
For Britney Spears. Or
absolutely.
You feel bad for any of them?
I feel bad for a lot of them.
All of the Disney stars went through the same type of shit. Every single one of them, Tia, Tamara, Corey and shit, like
Raven Simone, fucking Orlando Bloom. That's why he not Bloom. Orlando
one of them
Brown. That's why he was all crazy now.
Childhood stars. So like, I feel bad, but they had the same trauma that we all have. Like, they just had more of it because they had more exposure to it. But once again, I blame the fucking parents. Like, where are you at?
Yeah.
You brought the kid here. You're supposed to rear the kid. You're supposed to do the best you can to make them into the best person they can be. Now at the same time,
the parents making money off of this shit. It's like the kids from the Sweet Life, Zach and Cody.
Did one of them kill themselves?
Nah, but one of them, I don't know. I'm not sure.
Or had like molestation or
some fucked up shit happened to him. But the one brother came out and said, "Yo, I'm broke now. My mom spent all my motherfucking money, and fucking like he didn't even want to get he I guess he got picked up on some Netflix show like whatever the fuck. He didn't even want the job. Like, he was just like, he's being pimped out by his fucking mom. Like, these kids are being pimped out in front of us, and we're just like, it's what happens. It's Hollywood. It's like,
I think it's like Kanye could do something about it if he wanted to. He really can, more than any of us could. And no, it's not right to portray your kids like that on TikTok. I wouldn't be okay with that. Now, if my kid wants to dress up and do that and express themselves, then I don't give a fuck with that. As long as they're respectful and they act their age and not acting crazy.
Yeah, and for example, right, like, it'd be different if it was in private. Like, for example, like, let's say, like, my nephew Isaiah.
That it's not. Because the way the world is. Like, I get why it's not. But at the same time, like, you can be respectful. Especially if you're in the public eye. It's still in the public.
But you know your platform. You know how, like, the second... No, I'm talking about Kim K. I'm talking about Kim K.
Yeah.
Kim K knows the second she puts that shit out, the visibility it's going to have because of who she is and who the kid's father is. And then because of that, she knows how sick the fucking industry is. And she's still doing that. That's what's crazy to me. Because I can't blame the kid. The kids are kids. Kids, especially like as a rich kid, you're gonna want to fucking do, like, wild out and have fun and do these kind of things.
Who's to say that? Because we're saying Kim Kardashian, but who's to say that Kim Kardashian didn't even fucking know she did this? She could have just did this, posted it, and then...
No, she was part of it.
She very well could have been like, yo, I don't know what the fuck. Like, I told her not to do this, and she did it anyway. It's possible.
No.
Like, I don't know.
That's when you shut down, because Kourtney Kardashian shut down her son's TikTok.
Well, maybe that's what she need to do. But I don't know for a fact that she like.
But I'm guessing.
Like,
so this all stems from Northwest drawing Ice Spice, right? She drew drew her, put it on TikTok. It blew up. Ice Spice commented on it, right? Then Ice Spice went over there to kind of like babysit or whatever the fucking, do a couple of TikToks with Northwest. So now, for sure, Kim K has to be involved in it because clearly Kanye's out the picture, so she has to have some parental oversight in order for her to even have access to going out there in the first place. Now, I'm sure for Ice Spice, this is a look, you're establishing, you're networking. You know what I'm saying? You get to work with Kim K, her kid, she's gonna look out on the back end, it's gonna put you up, give you that visibility. I understand why Ice Spice would absolutely fucking do that. So I'm not mad at Ice Spice. And like I said, I'm not mad at, who I'm mad at is that Kim K, because she knew what Kanye said. Kanye said, yo, don't put my kid out there doing these fucking things. I don't want, like he said in one of his lyrics, he's like, I'll be damned if my daughter ends up on Playboy. Like, we don't glorify the sexualization of kids in the homes. Like, he said this in his own songs. God knows what he must have told Kim K in private, let alone publicly, when he said, yo, I don't want this shit. And yet she's still doing this shit. And it's like, it's fucked up because you had your whole life to thought it away. If you wanted to be, we saw you what you did with your life. That's how you wanted to live your life. Cool, but you don't have to raise your daughter into that. Like, let her be a kid. You know what I'm saying? Kids are kids. Kids are innocent. They're fucking. It's not until you put shit into them that they come out corrupt and fucked up. You know what I mean? Like they're fucking. You know, you fill them up with joy. You nurture them. You know what I mean? Like they come out good. You know what I mean? You put some bad shit into kids, they come out. They grow up into toxic individuals, whether men or women. You know what I mean? Like, so, just shame on you, Kim K, for that. Like, that's all I gotta say. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not. You know what I mean? Going continue dragging it out. Like, it's just. Again, I'm not a parent, but I feel some way because I be seeing TikToks, bro. Like, I be seeing, like, what, for example, when Ice Spice put that song out, how girls took that shit and ran with it, and like now it's a bunch of girls on that song, you know what I'm saying, like twerking and doing all these sexual things, and then now that same song, when you look it up, Northwest is gonna be right there at the top. You know what I'm saying? Like, amidst all the twerking and fucking
intended purpose. I don't know. I don't know what grand designer plan they have going on. But speaking of, I don't know what the fuck they got going on. The war in Ukraine. You want to play Zelensky and what he got to say about it?
Sure. Have to send their sons and daughters exactly the same way as we are sending their sons and daughters to war, and they will have to fight because it's nature that we're talking about, and they will be dying.
I'm already saying F Ukraine, F Zelensky, and F that war. I'm not going. I'm not sending any more cash. I'm not sending anybody's kids, not from the U.S. Look, if you got an issue over there in Ukraine and you fighting Russia, hey, y'all figure that out. Y'all fight amongst yourselves. I'm not getting involved in some kind of European Slavic civil war. Y'all figure it out. Y'all already got a bunch of money to the tune of hundreds of billions of dollars. Use that to fight the war. We're not sending you our sons to go over there and die for your purposes. I refuse.
So, what do y'all think about Zelensky saying that he needs Americans to go out there and die for him to be free?
I mean, I don't know. I try to be the antagonist where I can be, but fuck you, Zelensky. I ain't going over there. I ain't even get no vodka or nothing, nigga. I ain't get no type of coupon.
Word, yo.
No, nothing. I
didn't get a mail-in bride, you know what I mean? Like, fucking...
Like, tell me what Ukraine did for me, and I'll tell you what I'm going to do for Ukraine. They ain't doing shit for me, I ain't doing shit for them. Yo, that's bottom line.
If anything, they've taken plenty from us.
Yeah.
Because all this money that keeps going to fucking Ukraine could have fixed the roads. We could have fixed fucking East Palestine, Ohio.
You know
we
how
could
much
fix
free college costs? Less than the money we sent to Ukraine. You know how much free Medicare costs? Less than the money we're sending to Ukraine. So all you motherfuckers that are like, oh, Ukraine, I get it. You want to help them out. You feel bad for them. They're bombing hospitals and shit. It's not cool over there. But it ain't our fucking problem either. Because when we had shit going on over here, no one fucking helps.
Oh, yeah.
And, like, historically, we get help from no one. They're like, oh, this water is polluted here. Oh, we had this mass shooting here. Oh, we can't afford to get daycare for the kids. We can spend $100 billion to Ukraine.
I don't remember Ukraine riding for us when 9/11 happened.
I know there's some single moms right now that literally can't go to work because they have children. And we're sending $100 billion to Ukraine. I know many people that filed their W-2s and they can't get no fucking money back because we paid more in taxes, yet we're sending money to Ukraine. Fuck out of here. Fuck Ukraine and the fucking government. They're on some bullshit. How can we not take care of our own people, but we can set bills up to make sure we take care of a whole nother country? Like, I don't get it.
Yeah, and now as a callback to the, earlier when I said about people just being influenced and ended up in weird positions. Zelensky's somebody that we got to kind of highlight. This dude was a gay porn star who became an actor, who then became a president.
Wait. Bring it back. You said he was a gay porn star, so he was already an actor. Go ahead. You said porn. You can't be a porn star and not be an actor. You gotta act.
No, I know that, but
he's an erotic actor or adult actor. And then he became a normal
actor. And then he became a president.
You can't hate that. It's like Stormy Daniels.
No, but that's just like a weird fucking trajectory. I mean, like, imagine if Mia Khalifa became president.
You know what he probably did?
You'd be like, yo, what the fuck?
He probably fucked a couple dudes in the booty, and those dudes used to be people of importance. And he was like, I'm gonna put this video out on World Star of me fucking you in the booty. Unless you make me the president. Okay? So if he's the captain booty hole fucker,
I don't know, man. He must have sucked some good dick to end up in that fucking...
the whole Ukraine.
But...
Slavic walls and all.
You can't suck good enough dick to get me to die for you, fucking Zelensky. I'm sorry. Fucking...
Clearly not.
No. No.
Nope.
I'm not going to Ukraine. I really don't give a fuck about what happens over there. Like, Russia could take over Ukraine, and it's not going to affect my day-to-day.
I don't give a fuck.
I
don't want kids to die.
I don't want kids to die, but I'm saying, like, if Russia conquers fucking Ukraine, that's not going to affect my day-to-day.
It's like
it's not.
It's like our equivalent of like us going to go fight Mexico and be like, we want Mexico. And they're like, no, what the fuck you mean? And they're like, no. And they're like,
but do you think that would affect Russia's day-to-day?
I don't think anybody would help us with that. That's what I'm saying.
You know what I mean?
I don't think anybody would help anybody in that regard. And I get that they made them NATO and a move to protect them. If I would, my argument to that would be like, where are all the other countries sending people? Like, we're supposed to be a shared united front, then we're all supposed to go there, not just Americans. Why are we the only ones sending money? Or?
Speaking of attacking our neighbors, what do you think about America threatening to invade Mexico after they decided to join BRICS?
I think Chipotle will be a lot cheaper, and I don't think we'll ever be out of avocados. Be good for life.
I don't think that's good. I don't think those are good outcomes for the war. You know what I mean? If we win, like, but we lost 5,000, but we got unlimited aguacates. Like,
and cocaine. Cocoa leaves for breakfast. Coca-Cola will do well.
But I don't know, man. Like, what do y'all think about? Do you think Mexico is a traitor for deciding to join BRICS? And by BRICS, in case y'all don't know what that is, that's the currency that Russia and China decided to start using, backed by mineral, gold, everything that we're not backed by. So essentially, it will devalue the U.S. dollar and the euros to the point where it will be meaningless, and that's why we're so upset about them, and we're trying to stop them from doing it.
Not all ideas are bad ideas. Right now, we're printing invisible money, and everything's costing more. So maybe we aren't as valuable as we make it seem.
Oh, we're definitely we're down bad right now.
If we're playing poker, we owe somebody a lot of fucking money right now. Okay. We can't leave the casino, and they will kill our fucking whole family if we try to walk out. Like, that's how in debt we are with the world, and that's from us printing all this false money. Like, we're doing this economically to prevent collapse, but maybe it needs to. Like, that's how the system works. You can keep influencing it so it doesn't, and then everything starts costing more, and people are like, man, this gallon of milk it was $6 last week and it's $20 now. What the fuck's going on? Like, that's what's going on. We're losing value in everything.
Now, let's say, for example, right, like Mexico joins BRICS. Now, fucking, this currency becomes crazy high, blah, 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 and the value of the American dollar defaces. We have this economic collapse. Fucking, we start starving, right? Let's say Russia then invades the U.S., starts whooping our ass and whatnot, and they set up shops, bases like we've done to like other countries around the world, right?
I don't think it's possible, man.
I'm just saying, let's go down this route, right? Let's say, because BRICS isn't just it's Russia, China, Iran, fucking Saudis, now Mexico. So it's a giant coalition, big enough that they could invade and fuck us up, right? Now, let's say we lose, Russia sets up shop here, and we're starving out, right? And Russia says, hey, yo, y'all want to join our side? We got this new currency. We got all the money and fucking resources you could ask for. You're not going to be starving. Like, what do we do when we're faced with...
bro, because I just don't... Russia, in the traditional sense, maybe people would consider it, but Russia, like, in the political sense, like, where they're at right now with how they run their country, like, no. Nah, it's like the equivalent of like Donald Trump picking like 30 of his best friends and saying, hey, we're going to run this country. We're never going to leave. And they've been there longer than we've been alive. No, I don't trust those niggas at all. No, I don't trust it at all. Not when you're bombing hospitals. Like, I have zero faith in you, nigga. Like, literally, they said, hey, we're gonna have a war. This is where we're gonna have the war at. And they're like, all right, cool. And then they started bombing hospitals.
What do you think we've done?
Schools. I'm not saying that we're any better. I'm saying that I don't trust us either, nigga.
Like,
you think I would trust any of these
No,
governments?
but I'm just saying, like, it's kind of, at least for me, it's kind of hard to wave this moral flag at Russia, given some of our war crimes. So, like, what I'm saying is strictly, like, let's say we're fucking starving.
War crimes.
I'm saying we're starving. The American dollar is completely devalued, and we're in another Great Depression.
Have you ever had a president stay there for 3 decades with 30 of his homies?
I don't know. You know what I mean?
He's been running a country for 30 years.
Yeah, that's crazy. But that's not what I'm asking.
So that's what I'm saying. I can't trust him.
Like, what I'm asking is, if you were starving and fucking the American dollar was completely devalued, meaning, like, even if you had money, it was meaningless, you couldn't buy shit with it, and all this other shit. And you had Russia, Mexico, all these fuckers, you know what I'm saying, this little coalition saying, hey.
I don't think, because we're saying only America in this conversation, but we mean the rest of the world that's not included in BRICS. There are 300 plus countries.
Well, yeah, there's NATO.
Other 295 aren't gonna have an issue with this whole proposition. And we're the nigga, even though we owe everybody at the poker table all this money, with a bunch of guns surrounding us, pointing at everybody like, I wish you would touch my family, bitch. I'm gonna go get a lunch real quick. I'm gonna go to Chipotle, motherfucker. Like, we're not, even though we're indebted, we have all of the weapons. We're literally
Not all the weapons, because there's been plenty of gun control over the last couple years.
I mean, there's been nuclear de-armament. Like, they dropped off their nuclear arms because a part of a treaty that they voted out, Russia did, said, hey, look, fuck that treaty, and they're going to start arming up their nuclear weapons. But my thing is, like, at the same time, like, these type of things don't worry me because we're literally everywhere. Like, the one biggest gripe I have about the American military is that we're literally everywhere. But one of their best defenses is that they're literally everywhere. If you wanted to start a fight with a nigga and you wanted to fight him and you wanted to fuck him up, and he was by himself, cool. But if you knew that if you went to go fuck him up, not only would you probably not win, but he'll probably kill everybody in your family, you'd be like,
I don't know. See, I wouldn't start worrying.
They're gonna drop a nuke right on that motherfucker and blow all of them up and be like, sorry, like Hiroshima. Like, they don't care, bro.
Yeah, but
Did you see that video I sent you of what the government said? Like, they would do?
Yeah.
You will be raising, your children will be raised by someone else. I get the fuck, they're not playing, like, at all.
They may not be playing, but again, when we're facing North Korea, who just said, hey, they got 800,000 people ready to come fuck us up, right? Look, now, I'm not too worried about North Korea at all.
North Korea got,
because they're
all
just...
of them 800,000 people are malnourished like a motherfucker. Them niggas is staring at orange when they walk by.
That's just one little nuke, and that their whole country's gone, right? So I'm not too worried about them at all.
They have a strong fart over there. One bout of COVID would take all those North Koreans.
But now, like, Russia and China, like, those, they're some giant powerhouses. You know what I'm saying? Like, and they also do have hypersonic missiles, nuclear weapons, and
most important thing, bro, Japan. You don't know? They have Godzilla. And Mothra. You think we're worried about weapons, nigga?
Bruh.
That's why they don't have no guns.
Back to reality. Back to reality.
They can't have weapons. Because they have Godzilla.
You were just saying a minute ago that there's dinosaurs.
Yes. Yes, I was earlier, but like
back to reality, like he wasn't like really contemplating the fact that this is island.
They have Godzilla.
But that is reality. Reality is that never mind.
They might have Godzilla.
They might. Godzilla might exist, all right, but we're talking about war right now. We're not talking about Godzilla.
Goddammit.
What I'm saying is
weapon right there. Godzilla.
Our currency being devalued, right? And not just that, but when we were on vacation, Wells Fargo's money just went missing. That Silicon Bank is down. Another bank went down. So banks are so not only is our currency being devalued by this coalition, but our banks are going down. You know what I'm saying? Like, there is so much shit going on in the background that I know they all seem unconnected. Train derailment, the egg factory is burning down, food warehouse is burning down, all this shit going on, right?
Elon Musk,
but it's fucking scary. It's like a domino effect. Like when you just hit that one, it's gonna go brrrr, and all of a sudden you're gonna watch all the shit just collapse at once, and it's gonna be a fucking nightmare. It's gonna be like my job now. It's just a fucking shit show. And that's gonna be our fucking country in a second, because we see all the different things and we point it out, but there's nothing that we can do collectively about it, because our government is really the one that's in charge, and they're not even in charge of themselves, because they're lobbied by all these different companies and people with money, you know, the Elon Musk and shit, fucking the Bill Gates and whatnot. But it's fucking crazy to just like, it's just, nah, nothing could happen. It's like the worst case scenario ain't on our fucking doorstep already. You know what I'm saying? Like, we got the alien motherships. We got that's coming from the Pentagon. You know what I'm saying? Like, not coming from fucking Neil deGrasse Tyson or
those niggas either, because they said that a plane crashed into their ship, and you can literally see that there ain't no motherfucking plane crashed into their shit. I don't believe a fucking thing they're saying, bro. They literally are made to lie to us.
But I think
all the documents are literally.
And I think that's the problem with America, is that they've lied to us for so long that no one believes anything.
Egalitarian society, authoritarian society, all those societies, all the fucking leaders lie to their people. It's been happening forever.
I literally tweeted like a year ago. I was like, yo, the craziest part about these, you know, commissions and that the Senate's having about these UFO meetings is that despite the Senate openly having these meetings, because they've lied to us for so long, no one's gonna believe nothing until the mothership arrives. But it will literally take
what value would it have to know that it was factual or not? It wouldn't matter. It matters not if we can't do anything. We can know that we're gonna die, and it's not gonna change anything. If anything, it'll cause more panic. That might be why they're not telling us.
It matters, and if you prepare. Like,
there's no preparing for death.
There are no. Like there's.
You get ready to go to death.
The rich have their fucking bunkers. You know what I'm saying? Like they've planted their crops. They got, they're fucking prepared.
Let me ask you a serious question. Have you heard of anything about bunkers in the Bible? Do bunkers save people in the Bible?
No.
No, right?
No.
Exactly.
No.
They're gonna fucking die too.
They're gonna die too, probably.
They're gonna run to the bunkers. They got like, sorry, bitch, got you. just fucking just swallow that shit whole. They're like, but, goddamn, I had a whole 2-bedroom in there. It's good for the next 100 years.
I don't know.
It was built.
I'm just saying, like, what's the if it's like this, and what's the point of anything anymore? What's the point of going to fucking work? What's the point of fucking
why they haven't told us anything? Because if we all stopped going to work, then the whole economy would collapse everywhere.
I guess, but it just feels like everything is pointless. If we can't prevent it, we can't do nothing. Do absolutely nothing about it. Can't change it. Can't fucking
essentially like that and say, hey, all of it's purposeless. We're all gonna die. What impact will we make? Nothing will change. We're civilians. We're never gonna be running the country, the world, the government. We're literally out of control. We're gonna be in the matrix for the rest of our lives. Work until we can't work anymore. By the time we get to the point where we can able to financially support ourselves, we're gonna be so close to death. We won't have that much long to live, if there's life to live. Like, you can look at life that way, or you can look at life like, hey, I'll control what I can control. I'll do what I can do. I care about my family, and then I'll keep it pushing. Any other way, like, it's not gonna work. Any other way, you're gonna be like, man, this sucks every day, or man, it'll never get better, or man, the government's like, it's never, the shit you can't control will still be out of your control while you're stressing about it. And there's nothing you can do about it except you're gonna hate the fact that you wasted your time worried about some shit that you can't fix or change. You can prepare, and you can be as ready can be. But we could all go get M16s, M60s, shotguns, all that shit. If these are some time-traveling spatial dimension motherfuckers, the bullets won't matter.
Yeah.
Like, they're gonna just
all this true.
and choke us all the fuck out. We're
preparing
like,
for the apocalypse may be meaningless, right? But isn't so oblivious to everything to just live, well, you know what? I don't believe in
ignorance is bliss, bro. If we all knew the scheme of things, if we all knew,
that's what the people plugged into the Matrix were saying.
But that's what I'm saying.
I don't want to be one of the people plugged into the Matrix.
If you knew everything and how it actually happened, if you figured out somehow that just like all the complex systems in our body, there are all these thousands of living organisms that live inside of us, we're our own like self-sustaining universe if you really think of it that way. From like our foot to our brain, there's all these things living in us, and we're comprised of this one thing. If you found out you were a ball hair on a giant's testicles, on the colossal galactical scale, that you were literally nothing, would you want to live?
Yeah.
So then why the fuck does it matter? That's what I'm saying. At the end of the world wouldn't matter either. It'd be the same thing. It's going to be the end, and you're going to be like, man, was my life worth this? You'll never know. You'll never know the extent of it. If shit really breaks down like how the universe is and God's like repeating design is and everything, then if everything's designed how we're designed and how the universe is designed, if there's like a piece of fucking bacteria here, but there's hundreds of millions of them in this room, and that's how we're configured the same way that there's one of us here, but there's billions of us on this planet, and then there's all these other planets of just nothing, just white noise in space, and it just keeps going out, and then it looks something like the cornea of an eye. What if we were the eye of a giant, and there were multiple giants and they're all walking around in their little tight and shit, and we're inside there, and we're like, you know, the Visine, so like squeeze some fucking Visine and wipe us all the fuck out. Like, it could be like that. Like,
all that sounds like, I understand where you're coming from, but I can't live with that kind of, like, I can't live in ignorance.
You're alive right now. That's
No,
what we're dealing
but
with.
not in ignorance though, because I have to prepare. Because take, for example, like even like the fucking vaccine. When that shit rolled out, I was like, I was kind of skeptical, right? Now, when they started threatening everybody with getting fired and shit, did I want to comply? Yes, the fuck I did. I thought about it. I was like, yo, I don't want this to affect my fucking job, right?
Getting the vaccine, now you're part of the matrix. Or not getting it, maybe
But
you're part of the matrix.
despite how much they were threatening with taking, what we're trying to take away, I still was like, you know what? This is still my fucking body. I can't take that risk yet. I don't trust y'all shit because this shit is still too fucking new and it's too experimental, right? Only now we're starting to see the side effects of it. We're starting to see people pass out and fucking die left and right and all this other shit. We're starting to hear about the side effects from fucking Pfizer and the Moderna shit being sued, and the information leaking out and shit. But if I did not if I didn't research, if I didn't think, if I didn't fucking prepare, because I knew that shit. Even before they said that shit was mandatory, when the second they said, yo, we got a vaccine coming, I was like, yeah. I was like, that shit's about to be mandatory. I was like, just because of this lockdown, I was like, I have this weird feeling that they're gonna try to force that on us. By the time that they fucking did, and shit started rolling, and people started losing their fucking jobs and losing their fucking minds, I almost caved in. But I didn't, and I'm fucking glad I didn't. I know, you know, there's a lot of people out there that just nothing happened to them. They're just living on and I'm grateful. I'm fucking thankful for them. Like I hope that's most of the people that I know, because I don't want the people I know to drop left and right. But I'm seeing in real time these cases, like this shit happening, and it's like, you think that's not gonna happen again when the next shit rolls out? The fucking virus that they fucking found in the Antarctica, that zombie virus that they said, oh yeah, we thawed this shit out and we're gonna play with it around.
We'll see what happens.
You know what I mean? Like,
that's what I mean. But like, it's not that I would like to be blissfully ignorant of what goes on and what's around. But at the same time, I can't stress about what I can't control. Because you heard about all the shit we talked about. None of that shit can I be like, yo, stop that, cut it out. That's not cool. Like, I can't change it. I can
I get it.
Environment and see who's around me and protect us to the best of our ability, but like beyond that, like you can't do anything unless you're gonna actively be participating in these same structures that keep us in prison or enslaved or whatever the case may be. But there is one topic I wanted to talk about real quick because it's easy and quick. We can get it off real quick. It's the last one, so knock it out real quick. A woman got roasted on a New York bus. If you're not from New York, okay, I will put you into some game real quick, okay? This is a normal, everyday activity, right? You get a bus, you get on a ferry, you're musty, you stink, your breath stink, you're rolling a blunt, but you got busted-ass shoes, you're wearing fake-ass Jordans, anything. You're from out of town, you're wearing a Nike jacket that we know is not a Nike jacket. You're getting fucking roasted every time. This is a normal, everyday activity. Public service announcement. So I just wanted to throw it out there. I was like, I saw the topic and I'm like, somebody got roasted. That's normal. Like you gonna
you gonna play the video?
No. Let me get to it. You come in with them Air Force One, you getting roasted. Is this one?
Yeah. And there's a part 2 too. I only said the first part, but yeah, she got roasted.
Normal.
Everybody late. This way up. You want to be on time? Go to Jamaica and walk to work.
If I was there, I would have get there.
You're gonna be late. That's it. You're gonna be late.
I don't give a shit. I won't come from out there.
Don't be mad at him because you're late. Wherever you from, you might be on time
I
if
wasn't
you walk
talking to
there.
you. I was talking to the driver.
But you're annoying me, so now I'm gonna speak on it. Annoying me. You know what it is? You upset because you got a bullshit job. And you late to your bullshit job. You can't buy a car because you got a bullshit job. Don't be mad. Everybody else there. Poor lady got a wheelchair. She got on the bus with a wheelchair. That's why the bus is late. You gonna be mad at that? Get out of here. This is New York. This is...
Yeah, you can't take public transportation and not expect to be late. You're gonna be fucking late, man. That's how it is. You get there early, or you're gonna be fucking late. Like that's the way it works. Somebody get into an accident, anything can happen. Especially up there, you gonna hit traffic. You're gonna be late. So I personally invest in a bus pass and get a bicycle if you want to get to places faster. But
that's why you gotta have a car. Even
if you have a car out there, you're gonna hit traffic. Like you can't.
Nah, you definitely hit traffic.
You're gonna get asked for tolls, all that shit. It was $13, $14 to go one way on a toll in Jersey, one way, one time, and going back you pay half. So it's $20 a day, one bridge. That's not talking about all the tolls you pay if you go to the city.
Yeah.
Or if you gotta pay for fucking parking.
The Queens, but I hated driving through that shit.
Shit. But yeah, you getting roasted, bitch. You gonna come on the bus and complain. I hate people that do that shit. Like you're already on the bus. You're making everybody else fucking miserable. Now we're on a goddamn bus with your miserable ass. You complaining about some shit that you ain't got no fucking control over except you could be there earlier. That's on you, bitch. Sorry you're late. Tell someone else that bullshit. No one cares.
Yeah.
Sorry. So yeah. Moving on topic. Like an hour and a half in. You want to go through the Elon stuff? Or?
I mean, that would have been definitely. I put the Elon stuff back to back for a reason because it seemed like life dropped that coincidentally on me. Elon's Nanny says, "Yo, I caught Elon trying to summon some demons and shit, like when he was a child."
Shit work.
Then he comes out and says, "Hey, yo, unlocking this AI shit is like summoning a demon." He's like, "You think you can control it, but you can't." Like that. The language is kind of weird. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
Especially when his fucking nanny says, "Hey, yo, this nigga was trying to summon some shit." Especially when this nigga is in charge of SpaceX and shit. Especially when he got as much fucking money as he does. Especially when he wears a fucking suit of armor that has Baphomet on it. You know what I mean? Like, there's...
Elon's a strange motherfucker.
I don't know, man.
He's a strange ass motherfucker, but...
Again, things can only be so coincidental before you're like, you know what I mean? I see the connections. You know what I mean? Like, but... Like I said, you know what I mean? Like, life, like, shit has to be puppeteered. People had to, like, Elon. Like, you know, how did he become who he was? You know what I'm saying? Like, to even get into this point in time where he fucking owns Twitter. You know what I'm saying? Like,
rich, man.
Well, I mean, I know that he's fucking rich, but just like the whole fucking spectrum of things that he has access to or is involved in with, like, fucking his Tesla, fucking they can self-drive, but now he wants to come out with Neuralink and fucking, you know what I mean, all this shit that's gonna be connected to our fucking brains and fucking literally, like, they can download our shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's the kind of shit that these motherfuckers is on, and it's like, yo, we're gonna get so into the fucking technology that it's just we are the technology. This is cyberpunk. Fucking, we're just missing the Sandevistan and the fucking and the, you know what I mean, like some the cool gadgets, but we're already too meshed in, and it's like, and the reason we're too meshed in is because people like him have the fucking power. Like they fucking the Bill Gates, the Elon Musk, the fucking Jeff Bezos. Like these fuckers run this shit. Like, but it just seems like it's very beneficial for certain people, for these people to be in power. You know what I mean? But anyways, I don't want to drag it out. Fucking, I think that's pretty much it. Yeah, I mean, like, you have any closing remarks? Anything you want to put out to the people before we go?
I mean, wash that ass, bro. Wash that ass with your kids. Wash that ass, generally speaking, at least 1 to 2 times a day before you go out in the general public. Spraying on cologne is not washing your ass. And your children cannot be raised by televisions. You actually have to discipline them and instill values in them and watch them and nurture them and love them. You can't just ignore them and expect for their behavior to be appropriate. Like, it doesn't work that way. That's not how parenting works. I got this plant in the kitchen right now that's fucking deader than a motherfucker because I'm not taking care of it. And that's exactly what happens to your children and their goddamn morals and their behavior when they're not watched or nurtured or taken care of or, you know, reared, whatever have you. So don't blame the kids, you know, blame the parents. If you're a parent, blame yourself first, work on it. It's an everyday thing. Like, it just comes with time. So, yeah, that's what I would say. And as far as the aliens go, I hope y'all are cool. If y'all not, fuck y'all very much. Like you. And fuck you, and I ain't forgetting about you, bitch, at BW. Ah, you dirty hoe. Fuck you and that McDonald's. And your crusty ass airlines too, with your 6-hour delays. Talk about tourism. Fuck y'all niggas.
Chill, I'm trying to work there.
I'm saying, my bad. I ain't specify names. Dirty, raggedy bitch, and I specify your fucking name. Everybody else is cool.
Yeah, no. Anything you got? Any closing remarks, Kay? Yeah, you've been pretty quiet this pod. I see, like you was just ghosting on us. Yeah, I mean,
I made a couple comments.
I feel like I was running a 2-man show over here, yo. Like,
put Anne's name out there.
Oh yeah, you did let us know.
You just laughed at her father's demise. Like, that's all I heard from the background. But thank you for your participation. Fucking.
You feel bad about your pops, and but you're a dirty, raggedy bitch anyway.
Anyways, so since Kayla doesn't have any closing remarks or opening or intro or middle, I think I'll wrap it up. Fucking.
I commented. Shut up.
Anyway, shout out to my little bro. Yeah, I mean, and the baby and his beautiful family. Yeah, I mean, shout out to yeah.
No, shout out to Judy. Do you know who Judy is? The lady from the Airbnb.
Judy.
Yeah, yo.
Oh yeah.
Love
Yo.
Judy. Your farmhouse was dope.
That wine was good.
The wine was dope, and I didn't even drink wine.
The M&M's was a little stale. You might want to update. The M&M's.
Judy didn't put that candy out knowing, you know, we gonna rummage it. She thought it was for show. We were eating that candy.
Yeah, bitch.
It was very comfortable.
Niggas was high as hell.
But the heavy-footed neighbor upstairs, you need to work on that, bruh. They got these resistance bands at Amazon. I'm pumping, you know what I'm saying, when I get a chance. You need to work on that, too. Work on them stairs outside. Them stairs outside, the ones that you climb that you go face death when you get to the top. Just walk up and down them motherfuckers. Up and down them motherfuckers. Up and down the motherfuckers. We don't hear you walking on our goddamn heads in the middle of the morning. Because that would be appreciated. You know, that Airbnb is not cheap. Like, I'm sure your rent isn't either. So be respectful when you're heavy. When you're heavy and you're on the second floor. You know, you got to be careful for people below you. Because that's just the right thing to do. Yeah.
But otherwise,
it was cool. It was cool. Nice stuff. It was, you know, felt like a nigga would get kidnapped if he sat outside for too long. But other than that, everything was good. Like, it was straight. Y'all should get some curtains in that kitchen. I didn't leave that on the get I didn't want to shit on Judy like that. Judy was cool.
That was fucking weird, though.
You need some curtains in that kitchen, bro.
I felt like I was like on an episode of You. Like Joe could just come around in the corner, just like.
Look at this nigga breaking that wine glass. I know I shouldn't have left out the wine glass. Anyway. What are you talking about? I just mean in general, other people that be breaking stuff. You know, I don't know what you talking about. Shit.
You know Caleb be snitching.
My bad, Judy.
Anyways. Fucking so. Appreciate.
No, I'm just playing with that. That's the last one.
Appreciate to everybody who watched this live. Appreciate to the people that watch us on YouTube and TikTok. Show y'all support. Yeah, just keep fucking with us because we're gonna keep dropping some shit. You know what I'm saying? Every time that we get a chance to get up in here, and we're gonna have more shit to talk about because this world is fucking weird, and it's gonna give us more things to talk about.
Yep.
So yeah, new highly offensive episode 11. Fucking
great day, great weekend, great live. Thank you for supporting us, coming out, watching our shit, and fuck you, Ann. That's the last one. Oh yeah. Dirty bitch. BWI.
They should have never given you niggas McDonald's.
BWI, dirty bitch.